Samantha Drew, thanks. It was last week when Uniontown Mayor Ed Fike announced that the city was broke, forcing him to lay off 1/3 of the city employees, including police and firefighters. Now, those crews were put to the test over the weekend after a massive fire tore through an apartment building Saturday night, leaving nearly 20 people homeless.
The lights went out, everything went out, and people were banging and screaming for us to get out, and I left with the clothes I had on.
It was a terrifying night for tenants inside this Lenox Street apartment. Eyewitnesses say within 5 minutes, fire ripped through the back end of the building, destroying a newly built wooden fire escape, filling the entire complex with smoke.
The whole back decks were on fire. They were just everything.
I could have been trapped up there if it wasn't for my neighbor who was spending the night, because I didn't hear anything until he woke me up. The only thing I had time to grab was my flip-flops.
As firefighters worked to ventilate the building and extinguish hot spots, Debbie Russ told News Center that there isn't a doubt in her mind that the fire is arson.
I heard a bottle hit my back door, and I heard like an explosion. And so I looked at my back door, and it was orange all around the frame of the door. I opened up the door, and a big flame shot in at me, so I had to close the door, and I just was hysterical. I ran out the front door and called 911, and by the time I got off the phone, the whole back of the building was completely in flames.
Neighbors tell News Center that crime is on the rise in the city, and the recent layoff of first responders is hurting the community.
Yeah, it's a dangerous area. We have a lot of prostitution, a lot of drugs, a lot of gang violence starting up in the area, and if they cut our police force and they cut our fire departments down, they're going to be able to take over our neighborhood.
The residents even said that there's a couple guys that are laid off that are firemen. They showed up for this fire.
All the firefighters came out tonight.
Wow. Now again, no one was hurt in Saturday night's fire. As the arson investigation continues with the state fire marshal, Red Cross volunteers are helping out families that were displaced in the fire. Reporting in Fayette County tonight, I'm Liepinis, CUTV News Center.